Marlo left the petrified forest in search of a tire, with a longing to stay plugged into the atmosphere of the energy she had just encountered. After some time, she came to a place called Holbrook and began her experience with Future Tire, the complete auto care. Yes, what an experience. She began to explain what happened and asked them to view and assist her with her tire. The man behind the counter gave her a smile and then a drawback. It didn't seem like it was going to happen. But the man kept smiling and he said, "People are saying, no, complaining about things happening to their cars when they came there." Marlo knew this place needed to assist her. "She's out there, somewhere." She advised him to at least look so she could get some help. In agreement, the man checked the tire and said he would help for a fee, of course. Great, she thought, being stuck this far away and yet so close to her destiny, aka destination, wasn't favored. After a few minutes, she looked through the window of the workplace and saw the car lifted in the air. Why did they have her hood open? One guy was under the hood and the other one was taking off the tire. Oh, what have we done? Please let those people's complaint be wrong, she thought. The man said, "It's ready." Then someone drove the vehicle out of the workplace. But the man who was under the hood left the building. He had something in his hand. Don't jump to conclusions, Marlo. That could be something he got from work. At that time, Marlo noticed a tear at the bottom of the vehicle. That could have been from the box. She paid and informed them she's on her way to the canyon. Only a few more hours of driving, but I gotta go before it's dark. The workers who were still there tried very hard to convince her not to use her GPS, but to take the back road instead. Strange men, she thought. I'm using my GPS. This got me this far. Why would I take a back road? Let's roll, crew. Cody and Teddy leaped into the vehicle and they ventured on. Darkness came fast, but Marlo kept going. Cody kept looking out and Teddy kept napping. Soon they made it in the city, and though it was dark, they still moved forward. The feeling was unbreakable, the move unshakable, and Marlo was inspired. No words could express the exhilaration of her being in that moment. The drive, the road, every curve, the bright light shining back at her as she drove forward. Wait, was she the only one going to the canyon? At that time, there was very few cars behind her, but a long line coming toward her. No stopping now. Soon, awesome, she made it to the gate, bought a parking ticket, and entered in the darkness. She noticed it was not the best time to view the scenery, so she found a parking space and an empty parking lot near some residential buildings. They were going to stay there for the night in the car. Since Marlo was so tired and finding a camping spot was not happening at that time. So she just wanted to rest. She closed her eyes and began meditation, absorbing the moment and every part of her day's energy she could feel passing through her. But wait, there's another feeling. What's that familiar feeling of being watched? She opened her eyes, but no one was there. But it felt like someone was right in front of her. She looked around and she could only see lights of other vehicles passing slowly by. I know what I felt, she thought. The presence is still here somewhere. So she began to relax her body and focus on her surroundings in a slow, steady stare. And she saw it. A shadow. A shadow being? Wow. A shadow of a being with a big belly. Literally moving very fast. But it couldn't dodge the light from the passing cars. It was like a living shadow. No body form with it. Not a face. Not a piece of clothing. A dark shadow. Not something far away, but close. We had a good picture. A clarity, a clean eye view, not in very few seconds, but a moment enough to see the whole picture. A shadow with a big belly that seemed to disappear by the trees. Realizing she could not see it anymore, she reached, took out her cell phone, opened up the camera app, enlarged the photo view, and took a picture of the tree area, right where it disappeared. Then she tried to rest again. But no matter what, she just could not unsee that. It just felt like she was being watched more and more. So, to get some rest, they had to move to the outer gates. She wasn't afraid. She was actually excited. Was that strange? She really needed to get some rest, though. So moving to the gate was a good move. When Marlo looked at the photo, she saw two beings, one bigger and a very small one, as though there was a parent and a youngling. Yes, we said a youngling. However, the picture did not look like a shadow. It looked like an outline of two beings outlined on a tree, as though they were not real. But we know what happened. In order to get this picture, wow, she was eager and even more excited to see what's gonna happen next.
Living in the wind. So, yeah, I'm here at the tire place. Don't ask how long it took me to find it. But that doesn't matter. We're here. Let's see. We're hanging out in Holbrook, Arizona. Nice peeps too. Teddy doesn't seem to be used to walking on rocks. We keep this up, I'd be staying anyway.